Is it time to buy or sell Meta stock? In this video, we will delve into Meta. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 25th of April, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and activate the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analyses. You won't want to overlook any vital updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Harness the power of AI and receive a free price prediction and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Since the 25th of April, 2025, our system has categorized Meta as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0.17. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced natural fluctuations and is currently showing a loss of 0.00% since our initial hold or accumulate recommendation. The stock currently sits at the upper part of a wide and declining trend in the short term. This typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $562.45 would first indicate a slowing rate of decline, but it may also signal the initial signs of a trend shift. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decline of approximately 28.58% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from negative 38.64% to negative 26.60%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 28.62%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary between 14.56% and 80.90% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $626.93 and $990.01. Our latest daily update for Meta includes the headline, Meta stock upgraded from sell candidate to hold accumulate after Friday trading session. The Meta stock price gained 2.65% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 25th of April, 2025. It rose from $533.15 to $547.27. Notably, it has now gained for 4 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it continues to rise or takes a slight pause in the coming days. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 2.54%, with a low of $536.25 and a high of $549.86. Although the price has decreased in 6 of the last 10 days, it remains up by 0.18% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, trading volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a favorable technical indicator. In total, 4 million more shares were exchanged than the previous day, with approximately 17 million shares traded for about $9.31 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached was $740.89, while the lowest was $427.11. Currently, the price is 26.13%, or $193.62, below the 52-week high of $740.89, which also marks the all-time high for the stock. Meta Platforms is currently facing significant challenges as highlighted by recent developments. The Nigerian Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal has upheld a hefty fine of $220 million against Meta for violations of consumer and data protection laws. This legal setback could temporarily weigh on investor sentiment, as regulatory issues often lead to increased scrutiny and potential financial liabilities. Additionally, investors are advised to remain cautious ahead of the upcoming earnings report, particularly given recent trends in the technology sector. Analysts note that the price-to-earnings ratios for technology stocks have declined from 30 times to 24 times, prompting a shift towards enterprise-focused investments rather than consumer discretionary stocks. Meta's performance in the upcoming earnings report could reflect this cautious outlook, especially with the broader market placing emphasis on stabilization rather than normalization amid persistent trade negotiations and tariff concerns. In a more positive vein, there are bullish signs as some investors, including notable figures like Stephanie Link, are increasing their positions in Meta, indicating confidence in its long-term growth potential. With expectations for the first quarter earnings being relatively low, there is a possibility for a post-earnings rally if the results exceed forecasts. Furthermore, Meta's advancements in artificial intelligence technology, exemplified by its partnership on the Space Llama program, could enhance its competitive edge and profitability over time. In summary, while short-term pressures such as regulatory fines and a cautious market sentiment may impact Meta's stock in the near term, strategic investments in artificial intelligence and potential earnings surprises could set the stage for a positive long-term outlook. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 22nd of April, 2025, it was reported that Roth Capital assigned Meta a buy grade, accompanied by a hold action. On Tuesday, the 11th of February, 2025, Tigris Financial provided Meta with a strong buy grade along with a hold action. On Thursday, the 30th of January, 2025, Scotiabank rated Meta with a sector perform grade and a hold action. On Thursday, the 30th of January, 2025, BMO Capital assigned Meta a market perform grade, also with a hold action. On Thursday, the 30th of January, 2025, Cowen and Company rated Meta as a buy, accompanied by a hold action. Analysts have assigned Meta stock a general neutral rating. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, analysts have rated the stock as strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Meta. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Monday, the 21st of April, 2025, and so far it has risen approximately 12.92%. Further increases are indicated until a new top pivot is identified. Moreover, there is a buy signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is considered a positive technical signal. However, some negative signals have also been issued, which may influence near-term developments. The Meta stock currently holds a buy signal from the short-term moving average, yet the long-term average presents a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is above the short-term average, this yields a more negative forecast for the stock. If there are further gains, the stock will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $564.67. Conversely, if the stock falls, it will find support from the short-term average at $512.77. A breakout above the long-term average will trigger another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average will generate an additional sell signal, further reinforcing the overall signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 5 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 14 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 4 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal from 44 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 40 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 2 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal from 24 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 23 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us for more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Meta. Meta finds support from accumulated volume at $531.62. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction is anticipated when the support is tested. This stock can experience significant movement throughout the day, indicating high volatility. The large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band categorizes this stock as high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $13.61, representing a change of 2.54%. For the past week, the stock has shown an average daily volatility of 3.28%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Meta, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the first quarter of 2025 is expected on the 30th of April, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $5.21. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now, let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Meta. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Meta is at $585.77. If you do not own any shares, consider waiting for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those who already hold the stock, this could be an ideal point for swing trading. Conversely, on the downside, Meta faces its first support level at $531.62. If this support level remains intact, it may present a good entry point, anticipating a potential rebound. The combined average rating for Meta from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 22nd of April, 2025, Newstead Jennifer executed an insider sale of 921 shares of Class A common stock. On the 21st of April, 2025, Olivon Javier executed an insider sale of 406 shares of Class A common stock. On the 22nd of April, 2025, Olivon Javier executed another insider sale of 202 shares of Class A common stock. On the 15th of April, 2025, Newstead Jennifer conducted another insider sale of 921 shares of Class A common stock. On the 14th of April, 2025, Olivon Javier executed an insider sale of 608 shares of Class A common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that insider power is positive, with a ratio of 16.117. In total, insiders purchased 202,871 shares and sold 149,697 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $526.25, reflecting a decrease of 3.84%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a higher level of risk. A buy signal has been identified from a pivot bottom that emerged 4 days ago. Is Meta stock a good buy? Meta presents several positive indicators. However, we do not consider these sufficient to classify it as a buying opportunity. At its current level, it is best viewed as a hold or accumulate candidate while we wait for further developments. We have revised our assessment of this stock from a sell recommendation to a hold or accumulate stance since our last evaluation. Upon reviewing the volatility and market movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, the 28th of April, we anticipate Meta will open lower by $2.81, starting at $544.46. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is important to consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day with warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.